Police! Stop shooting the flare!
These are some of the most unsettling clips ever recorded. I've searched through countless videos to bring you only the most intense moments, so viewer discretion is advised. Let's start with this first terrifying encounter. This terrifying encounter was captured by nomadic kayak fishing, or more specifically, by Matt, a 19-year-old adventurer who lives out of his van, kayaking and fishing his way across New Zealand.
Everyone, and welcome to another nomadic fishing adventure. If you're new to the channel, my name is Matt, and I've just pulled up to the northernmost campground in the whole of New Zealand. I've got 3 days of awesome weather forecast ahead of me, so we're going to be fishing, we're going to be camping, we're going to be exploring, and of course eating whatever we catch. As always, there's going to be that search for a giant fish out here. There has never really been a better place to find one. So I'm just going through all of my knots, leaders, hooks, lures, connections, making sure everything's tip top and getting ready for a very big day tomorrow. I will see you first thing in the morning.
On February 10th, 2025, Matt set out toward the northern coast of New Zealand, planning a peaceful 3-day camping trip. It seemed like the perfect escape: solitude, nature, and endless waters to explore. He went to bed early that night, hoping to be well rested for the day ahead. At 5 a.m. the next morning, while the sky was still dark, Matt woke up and began preparing his gear. Undeterred by the cold and quiet, he stepped outside and readied his kayak, eager to reach the river that would take him to the open sea.
Yep, here we go. Just tossed the lure up while I was moving to the other ledge. Good kahawai for a live bait. Oh, perfect size bait. Perfect size bait. Oh, big swirl behind me, geez. Well, there we go, a nice little kahawai live bait.
Soon, he caught his first fish of the day, an exciting start that pushed him to go further and further into the open water. Live bait trailed beneath his kayak as he drifted farther from shore. But then, the water fell eerily still. The bait began to twitch, and that's when it happened.
Don't want to end up in that either. Oh, he's even a touch smaller. Perfect for a live bait. Oh my days, there is a huge school of them underneath me. Wow. Little rascal. It's out of the reef. What the Great white. Great white. Great white shark. Cutting the live bait off. This, I'm out of here. Oh mate, get out of the rudder. Holy shit. Fuck me, there's a huge great white behind me. Fuck me. Fuck, he's following me. Fuck me. Leave me alone. Fuck. He's still behind me. He's going at my rudder. Holy shit. Is he still here? Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck that. Fuck, he's still here. He's still behind me. He's just following me. Fuck, if I get eaten, it's not going to be much fun. He's still right on my tail. He's following my rudder. Please don't attack me, bro. how do I get him to leave me alone? He's still right behind me. Can you guys see that fin? Holy shit. Holy shit. Fuck, he's still following me. Is he still there? Yeah, he's still there. Oh my god. Please leave me alone, bro.
Suddenly, a shark appeared, circling his kayak. Matt's heart pounded as he realized the shark wasn't just curious, it was following him. Every paddle forward only seemed to provoke it more. Alone, far from land, Matt tried to stay calm, but it wasn't easy.
Oh, he's coming closer. He's right on my tail. Alright, we'll throw this water bottle. He's turned on the water bottle. Fuck, no he didn't. I thought that would work. Fuck, what can I throw overboard to get his attention? I'm not sure if he's still behind me or not. Oh yeah, he's still back there. He's about 20 meters behind me now. Fuck, he's coming closer. Fuck. I'm sorry for all the swearing, but I'm shitting bricks right now. Far out. When a great white gets to that size, its main food source is marine mammals. And I'm a marine mammal right now. Fuck, I hope he leaves me alone. I've got about 4 kilometers before I can land on a beach. I've got about an hour-long paddle before I can get anywhere on dry land. And he's still behind me, holy shit. I need to get in. Is he still there? I have lost sight of him. I don't like that. I've lost sight of him. Where is he? Completely lost sight of him. He could just be swimming underneath me too. Holy shit. That was one of the scariest things I've ever seen. Whangaroa, if you can hear this, please keep me safe, keep me well, and keep that shark from me. Whangaroa Ngāmihi. Fuck this. I don't know where he's gone, but I'm gonna turn these cameras off. Oh shit, that was him. Shit. That huge swirl behind me. I hope that front camera picked it up. Oh, fuck me. He's still following me. He's got a distance, but he could swim up on me at any moment. That thing was 4.5 meters long. It was longer than the kayak. That was a 1,000-pound shark. And he's still behind me.
For what felt like an eternity, the shark remained locked in on him. But Matt, an experienced fisherman, understood one thing. He had entered their world, their territory. He knew he had to stay composed, to think like the predator in order to survive.
I'm not paddling super fast because I'm trying to keep the paddle strokes nice and quiet so he doesn't feel any sort of aggression towards me. Just keeping a real steady pace, not trying to be too frantic about this. Also trying not to get too close to the rocks because then he'll think that I'm a seal swimming towards the land. So I just need to keep going along the coast and pray that he leaves me alone. Oh shit balls. Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've been off the water for a little over an hour now, and it has taken me a minute to calm down, get the adrenaline down, and just think about what just happened to me. But it has put it into perspective. You know, this is the risk that you take when you are kayak fishing or swimming or sailing or boating in general. You're going into a big animal's domain and you're stepping into their house. So you have to be respectful and you have to understand that it's sort of the risk you take. But I'm very, very grateful to Tangaroa and the Moana in New Zealand for getting me off the water safely.
Through steady movements and sharp instincts, Matt eventually managed to navigate away. And against all odds, he made it back to shore, alive and completely unharmed. It was a close call, a terrifying brush with nature's power. But as Matt later said, when you step into the ocean, you're stepping into the home of giants. You need to respect that. Luckily, he did. And because of that, this shark never attacked. It simply let him go. YouTuber Creepy Outdoors is no stranger to the eerie solitude of the Canadian wilderness. He frequently embarks on solo trips, camping deep in the remote forests, armed with only a flashlight and a GoPro to document his experiences. But on one particular night, what started as a routine trip took a terrifying turn.
Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. That was f***ing creepy. I need to get out of here.
As Creepy Outdoors scouted the woods, he suddenly thought he heard movement nearby. Instinctively, he cut his flashlight, hoping to remain unseen. But what happened next sent a chill down his spine. A high-pitched voice rang out from the darkness. "I see you."
Oh, oh, hi.
The realization hit him. Whoever or whatever was out there had already spotted him first. Feeling his nerves tighten, he wasted no time retreating to the safety of his campsite, his mind racing with unsettling possibilities. Could it have been another camper playing a cruel joke? Or was there something far more sinister lurking in the woods? Despite his experience exploring the wilderness, Creepy Outdoors admits this was the most terrifying sound he has ever heard in the deep woods. Considering how far he was from any towns or cities, the voice made no logical sense. He can only hope that it was just another camper having a laugh. But in the vast, isolated wilderness, sometimes the scariest thing is not knowing what or who is really out there. Cathedral High School in Los Angeles, California, holds a chilling secret. Its foundation was built over what was once a cemetery. The school even embraces its eerie past by embedding real pieces of old, recovered headstones into its walls. But perhaps the most unsettling part? Some believe that the spirits buried beneath still roam the halls. It was a late Friday night, and a janitor was working the night shift at Cathedral High School, expecting nothing more than a quiet evening of routine tasks. But what happened next made his blood run cold.
All right, I usually don't record while I'm on the job, but this is freaking me out. It's sort of unreal. I'm here at work. I'm here in the janitor's closet. Yeah, let me just show you guys. All right. Just to, I don't know, let you guys know this school was built on the cemetery. I don't know if that helps my situation or not, but previous janitors that have worked here have tried to tell everyone that, you know, every night something happens, some spooky I don't know, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I didn't really believe him until tonight. I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown a party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just, see? That right there. Just ooh, okay. See, no. It just follows me no matter what. Ooh! No, I can't.
The balloon began to move on its own. It floated eerily toward him, drifting out of the classroom and into the hallway, almost as if it was following him. Before he could even process what he was witnessing, he spotted something even more unsettling. On the far end of the school, just beyond a window, a dark shadow darted past in the blink of an eye. The janitor wasn't the first to experience the unexplained. Previous custodians had reported multiple eerie encounters, objects moving on their own, strange whispers echoing through empty halls, and fleeting shadows in the dead of night. Determined to prove he wasn't imagining things, the janitor immediately showed the eerie footage to the building's security guard.
You see how
It's falling out the classroom too?
Look at the back though. Look at the class with the light.
What the
I'm not crazy. You saw that, right?
Nah, bro. Nah, man.
How long you been working security here, man? How long you been working security?
I've been here a few months, but bro, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
As they watched the recording together, even the guard, someone accustomed to patrolling the school's dark corridors, couldn't hide his unease. Something about the footage just felt wrong. Could the janitor have encountered the lingering spirits of those buried beneath the school? Were they trying to make their presence known, or was this just another coincidence? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This horrifying footage was captured by Tobias, a YouTuber you might recognize from his channel, Unknown Worlds. Tobias, a 22-year-old urban explorer, has spent over 8 years venturing into abandoned places, sharing his thrilling discoveries with his audience. Known for his courage, Tobias often explores these eerie locations alone. However, on this particular day, he wouldn't be going solo. Instead, he was joined by his good friend Alex, embarking on an overnight exploration that would turn into a nightmare neither of them could have anticipated. For this video, Tobias takes us to Germany, the country where he was born and raised, and where most of his explorations take place. It's February 3rd, 2017, a cold winter evening. But the freezing temperatures didn't deter the boys from venturing into the unknown.
Unterwegs zu einem neuen Lost Place, den wir zufällig über Google Maps gefunden haben. Deswegen gehen wir davon aus, dass er noch gut erhalten sein sollte, noch nicht so viele Leute da waren. Wir haben wenig bis keine Informationen über diesen Ort. Das heißt, wir wissen nicht, wie sieht's mit Security aus, wie sieht es mit Umzäunung aus, wie gefährlich ist dieser Lost Place. Das ist natürlich auch immer ein Aspekt, den man...
Tobias begins the video, enthusiastically logging in with his viewers, explaining their plan to explore a derelict building. Everything seemed routine at first, just another adventure to document for their audience. But what started as a typical exploration would quickly spiral into something life-threatening. As Tobias and Alex entered the building, a disgusting smell immediately filled the air. Alex remarked, "It smells like pee," a sign that someone may have been there recently. The thought was unsettling. The smell was fresh. It could indicate current activity. Still, the boys decided to press on, unknowingly heading straight into danger. Navigating through the decaying hallways, the tension grew thicker. The eerie silence of the building seemed to amplify their every step. And then, the unimaginable happened. Out of nowhere, their seemingly harmless exploration turned into a real-life horror movie. A homeless man, armed with a knife, suddenly appeared, lunging at the boys. In a terrifying turn of events, the man grabbed Tobias and began dragging him away. Alex, frozen in shock, bolted, running as fast as he could. Desperate to escape, Alex eventually turned back, only to see the man walking away, blood staining the floor. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Alex managed to flee the building and immediately called the police.
Es war nur ein Typ und mein Kumpel, keine Ahnung.
After the call, the camera went dark as Alex turned off the recording in his panic. With no footage of the actual assault, viewers were left to piece together what had happened through Tobias and Alex's harrowing retelling. Weeks later, after Tobias had recovered from his injuries, the pair released a follow-up video addressing the countless questions from their audience.
Also zu unserem letzten Video sind natürlich viele Fragen aufgekommen. Ich werde mal versuchen, so die, an die ich mich noch erinnere, jetzt zu beantworten. Und zwar natürlich, ob die Polizei kam. Man sieht ja am Ende, wie Alex die Polizei gerufen hat. Die kam auch mit dem Krankenwagen. Wie die jetzt mit diesem Obdachlosen oder was es war, verfahren ist oder hat, wissen wir nicht. Der Krankenwagen hat mich logischerweise ins Krankenhaus gebracht. Ich hatte Verletzungen an der Hand und am Arm. Und ich wurde dann nur im Krankenhaus angerufen, ob ich Anzeige erstatten will. Da habe ich natürlich ja gesagt. Also was man ja nicht auf der Kamera sieht in der Aufnahme, was jetzt noch mit mir passiert ist. Also Also wir hatten auf jeden Fall extrem Glück, dass dieser Obdachlose alkoholisiert war, extrem stark. Was man auch sehr gerochen hat. Man hat ja auch bei seinem Bett gesehen, dass da wirklich Pullen lagen. Deswegen waren seine Angriffe jetzt nicht so krass koordiniert, sage ich mal. Also er ist auch direkt umgekippt danach. Man konnte ihn abwehren. Ich habe ihn weggetreten. Man denkt die ganze Zeit dabei, wenn man da sich getrennt hat, was auch so dumm war, dass man sich getrennt hat, denn einfach bei diesem Angriff, man denkt die ganze Zeit, ja fuck, ist er jetzt eigentlich noch drin? Ist er schon draußen? Man weiß ja überhaupt nicht, was abgeht. Soll man jetzt noch mal rein oder... Also das ist auch so dumm, wir haben Pfefferspray eigentlich, aber wir vergessen es jedes Mal im Auto, es bleibt jedes Mal im Auto liegen. Das hätte wahrscheinlich auch extrem einfach geholfen, dass man ihn sofort außer Gefecht hätte setzen können. Man sollte es wieder auf die harte Tour lernen, dass man jetzt immer Pfefferspray bei hat. Ist auf jeden Fall extrem krass gewesen. Hat einen auch sehr, sehr sensibilisiert, was so Lost Places angeht.
In the video, Tobias recounted the horrifying encounter. He explained how lucky he was that the attacker was under the influence of alcohol, which likely reduced his strength. Otherwise, the outcome could have been far worse. Tobias emphasized the importance of being more cautious when exploring abandoned places and acknowledged that the challenge of staying the entire night had been far from successful. While the ordeal ended without any fatalities, it serves as a chilling reminder. Danger can strike when you least expect it. The Grand Canyon, one of the most breathtaking places on Earth. Every year, millions of tourists from around the world travel to Arizona to witness its vast beauty, take pictures, and capture memories that will last a lifetime. But sometimes in the pursuit of that perfect photo, people go a little too far. And when they do, tragedy can strike in an instant.
Why you don't go down there?
Why you go down there?
Why was that? That's why everybody's sitting over there. They don't want to take a picture. And then you fall, and then somebody gets hurt. That's why you don't go down there. That's why there's no trail down there. Oh my God. Where's he at? They fell down and fell off cliffs.
This footage is from 2020. A 59-year-old woman from Arizona was visiting the canyon, like so many others. She stepped near the edge, trying to get a photo, and slipped. She fell hundreds of feet to her death. Sadly, she's not the only one. Curious, I started researching similar incidents. That's when I found this next video, and it left me stunned. Viewer discretion is advised.
He should come back. Is there anybody that works here?
Oh, do not have to get up though. I'm good. Okay. I have to get back up though. That's the issue. Climbing that rock.
Let's come back, man.
Just come back.
Oh yeah, I'm coming back sometime. Oh, this is fucking beautiful.
It is, but...
Hey, no native cries, girl.
Oh shit, is he okay? Wait.
Did he fall?
Dude.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh shit, man.
No,
Don't look at it. You smell
don't look.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We told him to come back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We need to call. You have your phone. Get your phone.
Helicopter is out. Here.
Give me a call. Oh my gosh.
Dumbass.
Oh my God. Baby girl.
Just move back here.
Oh my gosh.
Is this ever happened before?
He's not moving, huh? He's not moving. Hello? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
A man is seen balancing near the canyon's edge, risking everything for a dramatic photo. Suddenly, he slips, falling several meters and rolling toward a second drop. For a terrifying moment, it looks like he won't stop in time. But against all odds, he survived. He lay completely still, his body barely recognizable beneath the ash. Those watching from the observation point feared the worst and called in a trauma helicopter. It was that decision, made in a moment of panic, that may have ultimately saved his life. Based on reports, the man survived, with only some bruises and minor injuries. But it could have ended very differently. Let this be a powerful reminder. Nature is beautiful, but also unforgiving. One wrong step is all it takes. So, next time you're standing on the edge for a photo, ask yourself, is the shot really worth the risk? Or would it be better to say, is your job worth the risk? The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet most of it remains uncharted. Beneath the surface exists a world of immense pressure and complete darkness, an environment we know little about. While we enjoy its beauty during summer days, the sea also carries risks that can appear without warning. On the southern coast of Oman, a family's holiday to the seaside would unexpectedly highlight just how powerful nature can be. In 2019, Shashikant Mahamane, a sales manager living in Dubai, traveled with his wife and 2 young children to Salalah, a well-known coastal town. Their plan was simple: to relax, spend time together, and enjoy the water. At Al Mughsail Beach, the children, Shruti, aged 9, and Shreyas, aged 6, played close to the shoreline as their parents looked on. But then, the conditions shifted. A sudden wave rose higher than expected and swept across the sand, pulling the children into the surf. And that was the last moment they were ever captured alive. The situation quickly became urgent. Shashikant rushed in after them, trying to bring them back to safety. Bystanders nearby called for help as the waves grew stronger. Despite every effort, the current proved overwhelming. Emergency responders soon arrived, and the search began. Shashikant and his son Shreyas were later recovered, but his daughter Shruti could not be located and remains missing to this day. What began as a simple day by the water became a moment of deep loss. For the family, life changed in only a few minutes. Shruti's disappearance remains a somber reminder of how unpredictable the sea can be, and why caution is always essential when spending time near the ocean. It was the night of December 4th, 2003.
I'm gonna go try to get them to stop doing that.
When a police officer patrolling a park in Arlington, Virginia, was approached by a concerned family. They reported hearing what sounded like a flare gun being fired from a nearby neighborhood. The officer listened carefully, and sure enough, the distinct popping sound echoed in the distance. Following the noise, he soon arrived at the residence of 56-year-old James Yu. James lived alone in a duplex and had built a reputation in the neighborhood as an eccentric loner. He was known for erratic behavior, and his social media was littered with bizarre claims. He insisted that he was a victim of fraud, targeted by various government agencies, and he harbored an intense distrust of both law enforcement and federal institutions. In his mind, he was constantly under threat. His enemies, he believed, included his ex-wife, the FBI, and even his own neighbors. Many of his statements made little sense, and neither did his actions in the months leading up to that night. He had covered every window in his home with garbage bags and aluminum foil, wrapped his trees in toilet paper, and now his behavior had escalated into something much more alarming. When officers reached his home, they saw him at a window, repeatedly firing a flare gun into the night sky. Despite their attempts to get him to stop, James ignored every command. In just 25 minutes, he had fired 41 flares.
Arlington County Police! Stop shooting the flares! Mr. Yu!
Never offering a single word of explanation. At this point, authorities had no idea what his intentions were. Was he trying to send a signal? Was he armed with something more dangerous? They needed to get him out of the house to assess whether he posed a real threat. For hours, officers called out to him, at first calmly requesting, then forcefully ordering him to exit the house.
James, Arlington Police, come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now. We have your building surrounded.
But James never answered. With the situation at a standstill and growing concerns that he could be planning something more dangerous, police escalated their response. They brought in an armored vehicle, using it to break down the door and flood the inside of the home with gas, hoping to force James out.
James, stay away from your front door. Stay away from your front door, James.
Instead, he responded by opening fire again, but this time, he wasn't using a flare gun. Now, he was shooting with a real firearm. Luckily, none of his bullets hit the officers, but the encounter had taken a much darker turn. With the situation spiraling out of control, the police pulled back, carefully strategizing their next move. They needed a new approach to bring James into custody safely. But before they could act, everything changed.
Yeah.
Without warning, an enormous explosion tore through the house, obliterating it in an instant. The force of the blast reduced the entire structure to rubble. Investigators later uncovered that James had been stockpiling 55 gallons of gasoline in his basement, seemingly waiting for the right moment to ignite it. Speculation quickly followed. Some believed James had intended to lure law enforcement inside before setting off the explosion, aiming to take out the officers along with his neighbors, people he was convinced were plotting against him. Yet, miraculously, despite the scale of destruction, not a single police officer or civilian was harmed. The only body recovered from the wreckage belonged to just one person. And yet, for a short time, the story didn't end there. Before authorities could confirm the identity of the remains, rumors began spreading online that James Yu had somehow survived the blast. Posts appeared on what seemed to be his personal YouTube account, where someone claiming to be him insisted that the entire incident was a government cover-up. They stated that he had never been inside the house at all, and that the real story was being hidden from the public. And when looking back, there was something unsettling about the fact that throughout the entire ordeal, there was no clear footage of him, nor had anyone ever actually heard his voice. The mystery only deepened as these claims went viral. But in the end, there was a simple explanation. The account posting these statements wasn't actually his. The username didn't match, and the comments were later determined to be nothing more than an elaborate hoax. Still, even today, some people believe there's more to the story than what was officially reported. Was James Yu the target of something bigger, or was he simply a man consumed by paranoia and isolation, his fears culminating in one final destructive act? Whatever the case, his story remains one of the most chilling and inexplicable events ever documented on YouTube. The video involves a chilling Facebook post made by a user named Jose de Jesus. In the post, he simply wrote, "I just got this image and video. Very scary." Attached were 2 photos and 3 video clips, all relating to a high-speed street race that took place at night on the N1 freeway in Cape Town, South Africa. Curious for more context, I looked into the incident. What I found was deeply unsettling. The footage, captured by bystanders standing on an overpass, shows the race unfolding at breakneck speeds. And then, one of the cars loses control.
Yo, massa push. Hey, sucede niet meer, broer, man. Yo. Is that a fucking BM?
Ja, hij is M3. Hij is M3.
Hij moet dan nog
The video captures the horrifying moment the car swerves violently and crashes directly into the median at full force. It's not just the crash that's disturbing, it's the speed. According to the image attached in Jose's post, the car was traveling at nearly 192 miles per hour, or 312 kilometers per hour. At that velocity, even a minor mistake becomes catastrophic. But things only get worse. One of the videos shows footage taken from inside the car, recorded by the passenger during the race. Watching it puts everything into perspective. The reckless speed, the lack of caution. It's terrifying. And then the camera cuts out, violently, just before the crash. But the most disturbing part of Jose's post? The final video. This one is not something I'm going to show uncensored. In it, you hear the agonizing cries of the driver, still alive, as doctors work frantically to keep him stable. A censored version exists, and even that is difficult to watch. From what I was able to glimpse, part of the car's door frame was embedded in his skull, and somehow, he survived. He remains in critical condition, but alive. A miracle considering the severity of his injuries. This incident is a brutal reminder of just how fast things can go wrong. Behind the thrill of illegal racing lies a terrifying reality, and this driver, along with his passenger, learned that in the most horrific way possible. What's perhaps most fortunate and shocking is that no bystanders were harmed. Because at 312 kilometers per hour, this story could have ended much, much worse. Every January in Russia, as the air sharpens and rivers freeze over, thousands take part in the Orthodox Epiphany Plunge. It is a tradition rooted in faith where believers immerse themselves in icy waters to honor the baptism of Christ. For many, it symbolizes renewal and spiritual cleansing. Year after year, families gather near rivers and lakes, trusting that their devotion will carry them safely through the cold. On January 19, 2022, 40-year-old Anna Uskova arrived at the Oradezh River in the Leningrad region to join this ritual. She had recently moved from Ukraine and was celebrating with her husband and 2 young children. Like many others that evening, she approached a carved opening in the ice. But unlike official sites, this location had no barriers, no ladders, and no safety ropes in place. As she entered the water, the current beneath proved unexpectedly strong, and within moments she was drawn below the surface. Her husband rushed to help, but the river's pull was too powerful. For the family, the experience was overwhelming. The children, standing nearby, witnessed the sudden disappearance of their mother, unable to process what had happened. Rescue teams worked tirelessly in the days that followed, sending divers into the freezing water and drones above the river. Despite their efforts, Anna was never found. What was meant to be a moment of reflection became a devastating reminder of how quickly tradition and nature can collide. Authorities later confirmed that this site had not been inspected or approved for the Epiphany plunge. Without safeguards, the risks grew significantly. The event serves as a somber example of why safety measures are essential, even during long-standing rituals. For Anna's family, the river brought not renewal, but loss. And for many, it stands as a warning of the importance of preparation and protection when honoring sacred traditions. Back in December of 2016, a Brazilian thrill-seeker named Fabio Ezoyoras was getting ready to do something that would push his limits like never before. He was 36 years old, known for chasing adrenaline, and this time, he had set his sights on a 40-meter bungee jump from a railway bridge in Sao Paulo. But this wasn't just any jump. Fabio planned to film the whole thing. In the video, you can see him standing with his wife, his 6-year-old son, and his brother, all of them there to cheer him on. This was supposed to be a huge moment for Fabio, maybe even the highlight of his stunt career. He was so confident, so prepared, that he had even considered jumping with his son at one point. Eventually, though, he decided against it. When the moment came, Fabio dove headfirst off the bridge, and that's when it all went wrong.
Vai quando eu falar, tá? Beleza. Abre os braços aí e tá na frente. Nossa senhora, sabia, caralho. Sabia que ia dar merda.
Ah, não acredito, gente. O que aconteceu?
Vai tomar no cu, caralho.
Ah, não, gente. O que aconteceu?
The cord tied to his ankle didn't bounce back. The professional team he'd hired to set everything up had made a fatal miscalculation. They got the length of the cord completely wrong. And with no resistance to stop his fall, Fabio slammed into the ground right in front of his family. He was rushed to the hospital, but it was already too late. The trauma from the impact had killed him instantly. The footage Fabio recorded became crucial evidence in the investigation. It showed, without question, that the team responsible for the setup had completely misjudged the mechanics of the jump. An error that cost a father, a husband, and a brother his life. Let these stories serve as a reminder to always take care of yourself and your loved ones. Life can change in an instant, so stay cautious, stay aware, and most importantly, stay safe out there. Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, click to see more on the video on screen.